All right, so I've been teaching math for like a few months since February. What is it now? Yeah, May. 3 months, probably something like that. And I noticed that a lot of like high schoolers, at least, uh, usually you get taught to like follow like some rules, follow an algorithm or whatever, and you get the answer, and that's how you do math. But if you want to actually learn it, you gotta struggle. You gotta go through some pain. And so I want to just like put out some videos. Maybe I'll do this for a while to document my own thought process or whatever. Where I just learn my own math. Like right now, I'm going through the book of proof. It's pretty basic, just like get an introduction into like counting and logic and like the formal language of proofs. I guess take this out. And so I just want to like kind of show you like what it's actually like to teach your. Well, you're not teaching yourself, are you? Like you're learning from a resource. It's not like you're just fucking off like freestyling it off the top of your dome. I don't really like that term, but fuck it. So let's see, where was I? Actually, I'm definitely on chapter 3, counting. There are basically three. I think there's only 3 chapters. Is there not? Oh no, it's like yeah. So it's like 3 parts. No, 4 parts. And the first is sets. Set theory and stuff like that. Then it's logic and counting. And then in the part 2, you get to like the actual proofs, like direct proof, contrapositive proofs, whatever. Like this is my first time going through it, and so I'm really excited about it. And but I'm on counting right now, which sounds basic, right? It's like, what do you mean counting? Oh my god, these fucking. Well, whatever. So I think I'm on counting. I've gone through the multiplication principle, whatever. It's not really important. I'm not trying to like teach you the math. I'm just trying to showcase like, at least for me. Maybe I'm like fucking, retarded or whatever. But here we go. I'm on section 3.3, the addition and subtraction principles. So I'm just gonna go through the process. Okay, so. Consider the list. Maybe I should just write it down here. Why is it so fucking small? Alright, so. Jesus Christ. Alright, so consider the lists of length 6 made with the symbols P, R, O, F, and S. Where repetition is allowed. Did I spell that right? Repetition? Yeah. For example, what is that in English? I.e. This is the following is such a list. Like this could be one of the things, one of the lists, right? That we can make. Now, how many such lists can be made if the list must end in an S and the symbol O is used more than once? Right? This is on page in the book of proof by what it is it Hammack? Hammack. Richard Hammack. Actually, let me just write it down. Book of Proof, Richard Hammack. And this is on page, in my book, well, let's say section 3.3, exercise 10. Alright, so, like, I've been teaching lately, like, high school math. And so I haven't really, like, been into this. So I'm just gonna cold approach. Cold solve? I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to do it, alright? So, how many such lists can be made if the list must end in an S and the symbol O is used more than once? Like fuck, I don't have any, like my brain is also like I'm getting defensive, but alright, fuck it. So let's see. So the list is let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 symbols, right? Out of these 5. So I know for sure, right, that if I have 1, 2, what the fuck's going on with my pen? 3, 4, 5. Jesus, is it broken? For fuck's sake. Alright, I know, so this one has to be an S. Okay? So actually I have like 5 options, right? But now 2 of those have to be an O, at least 2 of them. Now, how do I, maybe I should get some coffee, because my brain's not really, fuck. How do I count this? Well, what if I count maybe like all of the times it's either 1 or no O's, you know, and then subtract that number from the total number. Like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing, it doesn't matter. So this is my thought process, this is what I'm thinking, like, right? Alright, so what if I just say, alright, I'm able to use all the fucking symbols, so it'll be like 5 times 5. Oh shit, I think this one's broken, dude. What the fuck is going on? To buy a new one, maybe? Times 5. So, like, right? Because this could be, the first spot, you could have all 5 symbols, PROFS, multiplied by every other possibility here. You know, this one, 2, this one, and then the last one, there's only one possibility. It has to be the S. Right? So basically, I guess what I figured out here is, what the fuck is this gonna be? 5 times, I know I'm not gonna do this in my head. Fuck that shit. So I'm just gonna, there's a lot of shit going on outside. I'm just doing my math, whatever. 3,125. Alright, so maybe this is gonna head somewhere, you know. Fuck it, I don't know. But alright, so this is all the possibilities, right? So now I have to remove all the times where there is either 1 or no O's. How do I do that? You know, like, or maybe I should approach this another way. Maybe I can say, all right, so, you know, like, I can use all of these, all the symbols in the first one, and then maybe in here I've used my O, right? And I can't use O again. So the rest is just gonna be times 4, because now I've used up one of my O's, right? But then again, that O could be placed in any one, maybe I'm just fucking, I don't know, any one of these, right? So the O could be in the first one, but it could also be in the second one, in the third one, in the fourth one, in the fifth one, right? So what if I now take this and I multiply it by, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if I multiply that by 5 now? Is that gonna, that should probably give me all the possibilities where there is exactly 1 O, right? Let's do that. Let's fuck it. We're trying, right? So that's 25 times yeah, whatever. See, now that doesn't look good, right? Now I got 6,400. What the fuck am I doing wrong? See, now I found like a breach in my logic, and I need to figure out what am I doing wrong here. Alright, so... Well, maybe I can't multiply it by 5, can I? Shouldn't I be able to? Why not? Why am I not able to multiply this by 5? But over there I get like this other number, right? I mean, it makes sense that this is bigger, but why can I not multiply this by 5? Can I multiply it by 4? I know the S is supposed to be the last one there. Ah, Jesus, what am I doing wrong? Well, for sure, this up here must be the highest amount of possibilities, right? And that I got was this. But now here, I have 4, right? Yeah, and yeah, I get like fucking way more than the actual possibilities. So why do I get that? So I'm kind of stumped. Right now I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna think about it for a little bit. I mean, it's probably obvious, but I'm not seeing it right now. So why can I not? Because what I'm thinking right now, maybe this is wrong, that I have like, alright, so I got one possibility that my O is ending up here in the first slot, but shouldn't this also be possible? You know? That it happens to be in one of these other slots? And then wouldn't be, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this type of list. Let's see, let's go back to it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, what am I trying to figure out again? I'm trying to figure out the amount of times I get exactly 1 O. So the amount of time I get exactly 1 O. But why does this not work? Because I would figure that that O could be in the first one, it could be in the second one, third, fourth, fifth slot. Right? So, alright, maybe I've done something wrong over here. I don't think so. 5 in the fifth, yeah. And then we multiply that by 4. What if we only take this? Yeah. 1,280. Could it be that this, like, actually, the first list here actually, like, encapsulates, or is that the right word? What the fuck? Like, does that contain all the possibilities of exactly 1 O? See, that doesn't make sense to me, because it could be in all these slots. So something is real fucky here, right? For sure, the last slot has to be 1. So I'm just looking at these 5 possibilities before the S. Repetition is allowed. So that is fine, right? 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, 31, 25. Yeah. So more than once. Shit, I don't know, like something I'm not getting. I can't see it. What is wrong with this? Alright, well, this is the process, right? You encounter something that's just beyond your understanding, and you just gotta fucking figure it out. Alright, let's try to chew it down. So actually, I do believe that this has to be the maximum. Now, could that be wrong? I don't think so. Here I've used all the symbols, all the possibilities. This has to be like the max. Maybe that's wrong. Let's not exclude it, but I think that is right. Obviously, something's gone fucky over here where I get way more than the max. One of these is wrong. Now, I don't believe it's this one, so it's gotta be something I'm doing over here. So maybe this doesn't care about which slot I put it in. You know? Like maybe it's fucking, maybe that is all the 1280. Maybe that's all the possibilities where there's exactly one O. Something there I'm not quite getting, because what the fuck? What if the O is in the second slot, you know? The fuck? Alright. What if the O is in the second slot? Does that matter? Maybe it's something to do with order. Is order important here? I mean, repetition is allowed. I mean, the order matters, right? Doesn't it? Because this is a list, right? So having 4 O's and or like 5 O's, let's say 3 P, like it does matter which order they are in, right? Because the list is supposed to be ordered from what I remember. So this should make sense. Why doesn't it make sense? But then again, why am I doing this? Why am I multiplying this by, well, because here I'm using all the possibilities everywhere. So it can't be bigger than that, can it? Wait, should I multiply this by 5 too? I'm spinning out of control here, but it doesn't matter. You know, this is what it kind of looks like sometimes. Let's see. All right, so I got PROFS, all the possibilities in the first slot, all the possibilities in the second, all the possibilities in the third, fourth, and fifth, and then the S at the end. That should give me all the possibilities, dude. Fuck. But something's clearly flawed. Can't figure out what it is. Alright, so apparently maybe I don't have to wait a minute. Right, wait. See, now something's happening, because now I'm saying all the possibilities here are 5. Like if I'm forcing, maybe I'm like mixing concepts, because if I'm forcing an O to be in the first one, I should actually be doing this. 1. That's definitely an O. I'm picking it, right? And then the other ones cannot be O's and then the S at the end. Now this, alright, well, yeah. Now this is what I'm trying to do. Yeah. All right. I kind of see it now. This is already all the O's actually, but see what I'm doing is now I'm forcing the first slot to have an O, and then I'm gonna force the second slot. Jesus, what the fuck is going on with my pen, dude? I need to buy a new one maybe. I'm forcing the second one to have an O, and then the rest there will be something else than an O, and then an S at the end. See, now I'm forcing an O in the first one, then an O and something else. Like, then an O in the second one and something else in the first and the last ones. And if I do this 5 times, then I'm actually back to this shit. Right? So, yeah. Alright, so here we go. It's kind of loosening up a little bit. This 1280, this is all the possible lists with exactly one O. Exactly one O. Alright, but now I need the cases where there's no O at all. And then what I'm left with from all the possibilities, if I subtract that, will be those lists with 2 or more O's, right? So now I do 4 raised to the 5th power, and then just fucking times that 1. Let's see what that brings us. 1024. 1024, right? Now if I take this minus this bullshit minus that other bullshit, I should get, let's see, A minus B minus C, 821. 821 possible lists where there's an S at the end and the symbol O is used 2 times or more than once. That seems fucking logical. I had to sit with it for a bit, you know, but fuck it. Alright, so I don't know how long this took me, but now I'm kind of getting warmed up here. Notice I didn't look it up. You have to sit with it. You have to give your brain, at least I have to, a chance to fucking warm up. And I'm talking trash like I just solved it right now but I don't even know if this is right. But I have a really good feeling this has to be correct. This has to be correct. Has to be. I'm staking my life on it. Now, if it's not correct, oh boy, then I have to really reevaluate my thought process, because then something even deeper is wrong. I mean, something is wrong, but you know, logically, or with my logic or whatever. So let's go to the back of the book. Let's check it out. Oh, they don't have even numbered answers. I don't want to use chat. I don't want to use ChatGPT. You know what? I'm gonna download my own model and try to make it work for these types of problems. But I'm not gonna use. I mean, I use it occasionally, but I try to limit the use there. Actually, so. But I do believe this is right. I do believe this is right. Now, if it's not right, then you know. Then I need to investigate further. But that is it. 821. I'm assuming that's correct. Makes sense to me. Let's see. Let's see. What about exercise 11? All right. So, how many integers between 1 and 1,000 are divisible by 5. How many are not? Oh boy. Yeah, this one might be a bitch, maybe not. Let's investigate it. Integers, right? Between 1 and 1,000 are divisible by 5. How many are not? Well, do they mean including 1 in the 1,000? Right? Because that would mean we have 1,000 integers, right, to consider. That's what I'm assuming. Between that they're included, right? All right, so whatever, the endpoints or whatever, yeah. Now divisible by 5. How do we figure this out? Well, yeah. Gotta think on this one for a minute. How many are divisible by 5? Probably some easy shit. My brain's not locking in right now. Alright, let's just fucking explore it for a little bit. For sure, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. These are all divisible by 5, right? So, but now will I be able to if I take 1,000 divided by 5, now that's 200, right? So up to alright, so could I then make the statement that if I figure out how many integers from 1 to 200 are divisible by 5, then could I then multiply it by 5 again to figure out the sum? I don't know, I'm just exploring. Alright, so what about this, right? So, and then I take maybe 200, divide that by 5. This might be like a real stupid, but fuck it. So 40, right? Then maybe I take 40, divide that by 5. We get 8. Does this make sense that I can just take now 8 times 5 or 8 times 25, which is going to be what? 160, 200? I'm just back there. Yeah, obviously. But, yeah, because I just, yeah. And then I'm out, no, that doesn't make sense. Then I just like factorized it now, then I'm back at 1,000. That would not fucking help me at all. Alright, well, that was a dumb thing, but alright, we try, really exposing my idiocy here, but this is what it is. It's kind of uncomfortable, you gotta like really brush up against your own thought process here. And alright, so 25. Wait a minute. Yeah, because what? Hold up. Shut the fuck up for a second. I'm multiplying by 5, right? Each time. So I go from 1 to 5. But then I gotta multiply by 2. Oh, all right. So wait a minute. All right. So wait a minute. From 5 and upwards, I just add on 5. right? I just add on 5. Now, how many times do I add 5 up? That's going to be how many numbers. So let's say I have 1,000. I subtract 5, right? Then I get 995. So from 5 up to 1,000, that's 995. And now if I divide this by 5, will I not get how many times I've added 5 up? You know? Which is basically like the other thing I did, minus 1. So it's going to be 199. Now, could this be? Am I tripping? Am I tripping balls? Did I not just include every number, every integer, I mean, that is divisible by 5? 199 integers. But shut the fuck up now, because... No, this makes sense. Yeah. Once again, I don't know if this is right, but this kind of makes sense in my thought process. So, could I say that it's 199 integers that are divisible by 5? Fuck it, I'm locking it down. Let's see what happens. So, divisible by 5, 199. And then how many are not divisible by 5? So that's going to be 1,000. Am I tripping? Minus 199, which is going to be what? 801? Is this? I don't know, like, fuck. Makes sense to me. Because 199 times, I'm adding 5 till I get up there. Am I counting the last one? No, wait, because I'm subtracting from 5. Wait, I subtracted 5 now, right? Didn't I? Yeah, I subtracted from 1,000, I subtracted 5. Which means that I'm only looking at from 5 to 1,000. Doesn't that make sense, or something's fucky? Something's fucky with this one, but maybe I got it wrong. These numbers are not looking like amazing, but no, because if I just subtracted 1,000, if I just had 1,000 subtracted 5, no, I mean divided by 5, I would get 200. But would that be? But then I'm counting all. Am I not then also counting these numbers? You know, from 1. I mean, 1 is not divisible by 5. I mean, you know what I mean, like. You're gonna get like, you're not gonna get an integer from that, so shit. What the fuck? Let's think about it. Let's see. Now, what does it mean? All right. Then I'm saying, how many times do I add 5 up? But that's going to be from 0, right? Is that going to be from 0? So I get like, all right, so 5 times 200. I am including that first 5, that 1 times 5. Am I tripping balls? Or wait, does this mean that I'm already starting at 5? Shit, it might. It might. Wouldn't it? Would it mean that if I have 5 times 1, I get 5? If I take 5 divided by 5, I get one number, you know, in that list. If I take 10 divided by 5, I get 2. Holy shit, wait a minute. This might actually, I might just have had, I might have fucked this up. So I'm thinking maybe like a sequence? Is that what I'm doing? The fuck? Alright, well, whatever. So it looks like maybe actually 200. I might be fucking myself out of the right answer, but no, wait. It must be 200 numbers, right? And then the other one must be 800. 800 integers are not divisible by 5 between 1 and 1,000. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Let's see what it says here. Yeah. It's 200. They make it look so easy. Alright, well, you know, it's not. Alright, so I kind of got lost for a second there, but I arrived at, 200 and 800, which are, that are not divisible. Feel like I kind of got it, but I should have gotten it quicker probably. But you know, this is what it is. You expose areas that are weak. Now, let's fucking, alright, so why did I not see this immediately? Why was it, now you gotta investigate. What the fuck was wrong with me? Why did I think 1,000 minus 5? Well, I was thinking that I don't want to include all these numbers. So what conceptually went wrong? Because I was thinking, for some reason, you know, that I was excluding the 1, 2, 3, and 4, but those would already have been excluded somehow, apparently, right? So why would they be excluded? I mean, I see it when I do 5 times 1, or like, you know, if I just move up the list of the shit that I wrote here, like if I divide everything by 5, you know, I can see the pattern that, yeah, this is going to be 1, this is going to be 2, this is going to be 3 from 1. But now my question is, how the fuck does it start at 1? How the fuck does it know to start with 1? Am I making sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking tripping balls. But what about... Yeah. Some things like... Because what is division really? It is like, alright, so you got this many pieces. You have a whole. Maybe it's because you start off with one whole. Like you have a whole piece of something, you know, and why wouldn't... Well, I mean, you're counting 5s from, and you're not doing it from 0, right? Let me draw up a number line or whatever. We got 0, we got -5, we got 5, we got 10. Now 10 divided by 2, you see how many 5s are in there. I mean 10 divided by 5, you see how many 5s are in there. Which is crazy because it's like, it's only from this part, right? Something is like the 0 shit. Something about division. Alright, so I mean, obviously it can't count all the fives infinity in that direction. So that, yeah, that like, fuck it. See, I'm just fucking tripping. So I was thinking about it like from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my thought process was, well, I don't want to accidentally like count these because they're not divisible by 5, but that is, what am I thinking? Something is trash in my brain. I mean, obviously, you probably, but why am I thinking that? See, this is what I need to figure out. Why the hell would that make even, what am I battling against here, dude? Like, cause yeah, I mean, I kind of see it, but I can't quite. And this is important. Like, you gotta like really fucking express yourself accurately to make sure you get it. But when you're dividing something by 5, you're saying, you know, take this whole thing, divide it by 5, count how many parts you have, and that's gonna be an integer. In this case, what if I had, fuck it, what if I had between, what if I had 1,001? You know? From 1 to all the way over there. What would I do then? Because this would not be as simple as, would it? I mean, I would get 200.2. Wait a minute, I still could have done this, right? And then just fucking discarded this bullshit, because that's not a whole. So, still 200 divisible by 5 integers or whatever. Yeah. What if I didn't start from 1? What if I started from fucking 11? Up until 1002. Then I probably could have just 1002 divided by 5. That's going to be 200.4. Discard these because they are not whatever. So it's 200 from 1 up until 1002. And then I would have to subtract 5 and 10 from here. So it would be 198. I mean, that would work. But right? Yeah. This is going to sound stupid, but why am I not counting everything from the negative side of the number line? Integers. I mean, these are positive integers. It's stated in the question, but I mean, if I went the other way, it would be like infinite. There would be no way. I would just, yeah, the answer would just be infinity or whatever. Infinitely many integers that are divisible by 5, so that doesn't even make sense. But something about the turning point, you know, in between 0 there's something I'm clearly not getting. But alright, at least the question is, you know, I chewed through it, I peeped my own weakness here, and I consider this whole exercise kind of a success. Like I got a little, like I smelled a little something in my understanding that smelled real bad, and gotta keep an eye out on that. And now I kind of, yeah, so alright, the last one I'm gonna do now, I guess, would be well, maybe I'll do some more actually, but fuck it. Alright, so yeah, we got number 12. 6 math, let's zoom in here, 6 math books, 4 physics books, and 3 chemistry books are arranged on a shelf, how many arrangements are possible if all books of the same subject are grouped together? Now, my initial reaction is I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but alright, 6 math books, 4 physics books, and 3 chemistry books are arranged on a shelf. How many arrangements are possible if all books of the same subject are grouped together? Holy macaroni, dude. Wait a minute, because I'm thinking like, alright, so wait a minute. Alright, so they're all grouped together, right? Now, that would mean that... And we consider it as a whole, though. So, how many... Let's say how many ways of arranging these 6 math books? That would be 6 factorial, right? 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That will be... Let's fucking go ahead and... 720. So for the math books, Jesus, I need to buy a new pen. It's gonna be 720 possible ways of arranging these fucking math books. Now we'll do the same for the physics, 24, and the chemistry. Well, that's gonna be 6. I don't even need to. For what was it? God damn, 24. Yeah, I should have. Yeah. I could have. Yeah, well, whatever. Fuck you. Alright, so 3. That's going to be 6. Alright. Now, how many arrangements, though, my guy? Because we got... do I multiply here? Because I could have... First, I could have, like, the math. Then I could have the physics. Then the chemistry. But I could also have... like the fucking math, then the chemistry, then the physics, right? But then I could also have the physics first, then the math, then the chemistry, physics first, chemistry, then the math, and then finally chemistry, math, physics, chemistry, physics, math. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 6 ways of arranging these. Now, either way, that shelf is going to have, 720 different combinations here. Then, what was it? 24 here, then 6 there. Now, do I multiply these? Once again, I'm getting fucked up by my own inferior level of understanding here, but like, what would happen if I added them together? Does that even make sense? Because wouldn't they intertwine, all these possibilities that would create different bookshelves in total? Nah, would they though? Would they though? It seems crazy to me to multiply it for some reason, but maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. What if I have? Well, let's break it down a little bit. What if I have like 3 different math books, or like possibilities? Then I have 2. Then I have 1. So now I could have like A, B, C, D, E, F. Right? But I could also have, for fuck's sake, I could also have A. Wait, I could. This is and now I'm drawing 3 books, but that would be something else. That would be 6 possibilities actually. All right, fuck it. Let's do it a little smaller even. Let's do 2 books. And then 2 books. You know, and then 1 book or whatever. So A, B, C, D, E. But then also B, A, C, D, E. But then also A, B. You know, D, C, E. But then also B, A. Why did I have to choose 2, dude? Actually, this one might make it look like I'm supposed to D, C, E. This should be all the possibilities, right? Now, this is 4. I'm not supposed to add them up. That doesn't make sense. Then I would have 5. So maybe I should multiply them. Now, this is a hack. This is not real understanding what's going on right here. I'm just grasping at straws. No, but something is missing where I don't quite understand maybe the multiplication principle, right? If it was just adding them up. I mean, these possibilities down here, for sure I'm adding these up. But what's going on in one shelf? 720 possibilities. I have to multiply by 24. I'm convinced. I have to. Because that's what it's talking about. It's talking about the different possibilities. And it has 720 of them. I have to multiply it with all the 24 possibilities in the physics books. Fuck it. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to... Alright, so 720 times 24 times 6. That's one of these. MPC. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm multiplying all of these by 6 again. I'm just going to put one of these there. And that should give me a little something, something. So 720 times 24 times 6. Is that possible, dude? 62208. Fuck, I need to buy a new one of these. Maybe I should just put it... Alright, we'll fix it later, fuck it. Alright, so 622,080 different ways of arranging this fucking bookshelf. Where did the starter thing go? Is that erased now? What the fuck? Alright, fuck it. So that's what I'm getting. Like, I'm stumbling my way through this, but this makes sense. Even though the number is huge, but I mean, yeah, look, if you have 720 books, that, like, possibilities, I mean, of arranging these 6 books, and then you come with, like, with one possibility, like 1 book at the end, then it's 720 possibilities. Plus that book in the end, which is just going to be that book. But if you have 2 books now, right? Then it's those 720 plus that 1 book being there and the second one being there, and then those switched up. That's got to be times 2. Yeah, fuck it. What am I doing? Yeah, it has to be. This has to be right. 622,080. Maybe I'm fucking up. I don't know. But I really don't think so. I would stake my life on this. And that's when I know that I am kind of like, you know, happy about the answer. And of course there's no solution. I forgot about the even number rules for these exercises. Why do they do this to me? Alright. Fuck it. So, you know, this is what it is. And the next one is going to be factorials and permutations, which is chapter 3-4 in counting. And we're going to go through that one. I'm going to fucking chew through it a little bit. But first I'm gonna get some fucking coffee, you know?